I'm on the job.
Whoa, it's absolutely freezing in downtown Paphos. We're at the brand new sunset viewing point. That's all the people gathering because they want to watch something very, very special indeed. And of course, it's not only the blue sky, the blue Mediterranean Sea that Paphos is famous for, it's famous for that. The sunset, and of course it's getting ready to start on its ascent to downtown Cato, Australia. Blow a kiss to our girl in charge of Oz, of course, Princess Helen, and that little helper down in Tasmania, Our Lady Marie. Without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to the most beautiful chilly girl in the world, and of course her name is Miss Ochin Gracivia LaBeouf.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again. Do you know this sky, what it reminds me? Should I open it?
Can you undo my jacket? It's getting very, very hot indeed. There we are.
I can compare the sky, Ronnie Smiri will agree with me, with a cow. You know the cow with the spots? White with the black, or ginger with the white spots? Spots? My goodness. Spots.
Yes, we understand what you mean.
This is what
Get to the point.
The clouds remind me to the cow. Cow and cloud, the same.
Cow and a cow in downtown Paphos. But we get what she means. That is an absolutely spectacality of a view indeed. We invite you to come with us and have a look at that little pier over there. So come on, Gracivia, let's get on the little white horse and the little black horse and go for a whiz. There we are, the little scooters are with us, so we invite you to come with us and we're going to go on Wizz Air together. And it is getting quite hot. I'm going to take this jacket off. If you're watching us from somewhere in downtown Glasgow, if perhaps your name is Lady Kirstine, or perhaps there's other people up there, we know that. If your name's my cuz King James, you've got a queen called Queen Karine, and that must mean that you've got a princess of a daughter, and that must mean we're talking to Princess Dali.
Hello, Princess Dali. I hope you're all right. We're really missing you, even though I know that you will be coming very soon. We're loving you. Don't forget about it.
We are indeed. Have you put it on?
No, I want you to show how
Oh,
it
there we are.
works.
Well, I think most people understand how a little excluder goes on. And then you've got eco mode, which we don't want. So let's switch that off. And let's get into the full speed, full fat. Come on, Gracivia, let's get yours on.
Full fat.
Full fat.
I don't want to be fat.
No, you don't want to be full fat. Look at that for a rear end. Doesn't get much better than that. Stick with us. We're off on our travels and we're going to make a little stop at the little pier just up yonder. And that's a brand new pier in downtown Paphos, and it really is something quite nice. So hopefully we're going to get it all to ourselves and we're going to show you some of the great, great views indeed. And there's a lot of people walking around because, wow, what can you say? It is a person's pathway, I suppose, isn't it? But it's quite difficult to ride a scooter with one hand and film at the same time. So please feel very, very sorry for Mr. Paul. There we are. Gracivia LaBeouf has arrived, and we're going to burgle it, especially for you, because as you can see, you're not officially allowed to go on there yet. And the reason for that is because they haven't actually, that's not a bad idea actually, lock her up somewhere.
But then you have to make sure that you bring me the food and everything I need.
Yes. Although that would be much cheaper than taking to the shops, isn't it? Anyway, talking about shops, there are two identical twins in downtown Cyprus somewhere, and they keep moving around, but we're going to catch them one of these days.
Oh, we're gonna catch you, we're gonna hit you, we're gonna beat you, we're gonna hang you. Don't scare the boys.
Don't scare the boys. Get in touch, boys, and let us know where you are, and we'll come and chuck you in the boot on the Black Purdy and take you off to the downtown Paphos. Wow. Here we are. This is the brand new pier. It's technically finished. It just hasn't got its safety rails. So temporarily they put these, well, ladders, I suppose you would call them. Anyway, one of these days it'll be finished and it'll be absolutely spectacular. And what a great, great place to come and dance and pirouette and look out across the blue Mediterranean Sea.
But when you stand in here, you overlook and observe. Your mind is going round and round, and you think that whole world was presented just to you.
Yes, indeed. Let us show you. There it is. That is the brand new sunset viewing point. Just yonder is the Paphos Castle. Behind that, of course, is the Paphos Harbour, the Paphos Promenade, and that is all the hotels along the coastal pathway. And there could be a special hotel waiting there just for you. And now we're out into the blueness. Look at it. It's absolutely spectacular. The sky, it's blue. The sea, it's blue. Mr. Paul, he's dressed head to toe in blue. So that must mean one thing. All that is missing is
You! Of course, you! So get yourself on the big bird or a canoe and start paddling, paddling, paddling like crazy. That's because we all impatiently, especially Lord Julian, sitting and knocking on, he already broke his screen of TV just for you.
We are indeed, and a big shout out to the superstar Lord Julian, and of course his partner in his crimes, his honeymoon girl, Lady Bridget. Look at that. Feast your eyes and digest the beauty and the spectacality of the coastline in downtown Paphos. And it's not quite so chopsy-mopsy today, although there is that little bit of cappuccino on top of the blueness, and it's licking and it's lapping the rocks and the coastline of downtown Paphos. Let's see what the blonde beauty has got to say.
As for me, I really do like these little rocks, no, big or small rocks, were overloaded by the water. And you imagine this is a little and big pools made by rocks. Look at
yes,
that.
indeed. Little swimming pools are waiting on the coastline of Paphos, especially for you. Perhaps come and do a little bit of a walk? No chow mein. Rock, I'm confusing my English. A rock walk along the rocky coastline of Paphos. And when it gets that little bit hot, dip your tootsies in that blue Mediterranean Sea. The sun is starting its final ascent, and that is quite simply a view to die for. Let's see if we can race it and get to the next brand new sunset viewing point. And there's a wedding photographer with a couple getting their special pictures. Come on, Gracievi.
Oh, I feel sorry about this lady's dress.
Her dress, yes. It's going to get ripped to shreds. But she looks beautiful, that's for sure. Come on, Gracievi, let's get on to the metal horses and let's see if we can get to the next sunset viewing point before the sun vanishes. Wish us luck. Here we go. Let's re-burgle our way out again. There she goes.
Okay.
She's off on her travels. Mr. Paul's going to mount his little horse and off we're going to go. Here we go. Stick with us, we haven't got far to go, and if we're lucky we'll get to the next brand new sunset viewing point just before the sun departs downtown Paphos. But one thing's for sure, the temperature, by the way, if you're curious to know, we are almost in December and the temperature is 21 degrees.
It's the best.
Look at that. People are feasting their eyes and they are enjoying the beauty and the spectacality of the view in downtown Paphos. Stick with us, we haven't got far to go. Just over yonder is the next sunset viewing point along the coastal pathway from the Paphos Harbour to the Cephalias beach. And they're installing some new equipment. All the way along these pathways now they are installing some Get Fit exercising machines. Most of them are just for show, but of course now and again the odd person like Miss Oching Wasila Booth likes to come along and, well, prance and dance and give us a great view of her rear end. There she goes again. That's the rear end of Oching Wasila Booth, and there is somebody already trying out the new equipment. What he's doing, I don't know. It looks as though he's stretching his back, especially for you. This is it. This is the next brand new sunset viewing point in downtown Paphos, and there's a lot of people waiting here to see that, and we just made it in time. That is the sun, and it is departing the island of love, downtown Paphos. But don't worry, it'll be coming back again very, very soon tomorrow morning. So if you're booked on a big bird or a canoe, one thing's for sure, the sun is always shining in downtown Paphos.
As for me, this is the best view in the world. Actually, I haven't been around the world, to be honest. But as far as I've seen, this is the best view in the world for me, isn't it?
It is indeed, and one of the things that Paphos is famous for is the sunset. And the further you go along the coastline, the better that it gets. Feast your eyes and digest. Let's take you to the water's edge. There are some people that have already beaten us, as you can see, but they know that the closer you get to the edge of the blueness of the blue Mediterranean Sea, the better, and the closer you're able to actually reach your hand and touch as that sun departs downtown Paphos. But I could keep telling you, don't worry, it's coming back again in the morning, and it keeps coming back every single day. So if you're in downtown Krakow and your name's Lady Anna, my superstar, don't forget to keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and Me, because if you want to watch some fun and games and you want to see the sun setting across the blueness of that blue Mediterranean Sea, the little channel known as Marika and Me is the channel especially for you.
You know, I heard that the more you're looking at the sun which is setting down, the more you're getting blinding. It's not a bad idea, Mr. Paul. You can watch it.
I can watch it. There we are. There it is. It's about to leave the blueness. And Paphos will be sunk into darkness. But of course, when the sun has set, that means that Paphos Harbour and the promenade comes alive. And that means that the party begins. If you're ever looking for us, more often than not, you will find us in the downtown Paphos Harbour from around about 7ish, standing in the Pelican restaurant, and we'll be waiting especially for you.
It's an amazing view. It's an amazing country. It's an amazing sunset, amazing nature. And you know, many times I was wondering, where is better in this world? Well, we always say somewhere where we, in your language actually, the grass is always greener.
The grass is always greener,
okay,
especially if you're from Wales. Green grass of hope. Talking about Wales, if you're surly, there's a lady in your life called Lady Vicky, and of course there's an absolute superstar of a daughter. She likes to come back and watch The Breakfast Club now and again with Mr. Paul. A big Cali Nectar to Princess Layla. And of course in downtown South Wales there's another princess, and that's Princess Kaylee. And a big shout out to you and your mum, Lady Anne-Marie, and of course Sir Michael. This is Paphos at its very best indeed. And you can see the booth is working her way along the rocks, especially for you. And I think we're going to finish on a high with a very big goodbye indeed. There we go.
My goodness, sometimes I quickly lose the balance. That's because it's happiness's fault. When I'm happy that I get to somewhere in my age, then I'm losing the balance. That's because of the happiness. But what a beauty I can observe.
Thanks for watching, and of course we will see you again somewhere on the coastline of downtown Paphos very soon indeed. Thanks for watching.